It's week 1 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bengals and the Packers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones throw into the hands of Darden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Joseph Osai able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins. The goal for any offense versus his own defense: find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Gordon. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Jones now. Throwing on first down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gordon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Yardage back to the 29. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon to mix it on the check down. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now Jones on first down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Keep playing hard.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Let's go. Let's do it. Ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Peyton Turner. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Second and 20. Back to throw. Gordon. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Jones on 3rd down.
And that'll be caught by Darden. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Come on, man. Let's go. Good more coming.
That's a great example of why you don't just make a blanket statement about any player. I mean, we talk about running backs when they're over 30. We don't expect big runs anymore. Looks like there's still life in his legs.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick. Going the other way.
And out now, here come the Bengals. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Gordon's throw taken in by Adams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Gordon.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Eckler pushes him aside at the 45.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 41, Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll find Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Eckler going to get it again on second down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Let's go!
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
And they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Gordon. This is Chenault on the receiving end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. To throw on second down. Gordon dumps it off to Mixon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Looking to throw. Gordon. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Running on first down, Eckler. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A give, Eckler running to the right.
And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
On the give, this is Eckler. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Looking to throw on second down. Gordon, he'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
On fourth down, Gordon.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Back to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Touchdown!
T. Higgins.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week one.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? the spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Michael Thomas, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That definitely sets up a much more difficult 3rd down.
Yeah, you figure 2nd and 2, one they thought they could pick up. Now you're facing 3rd and 4.
Yeah, got to give the front 7 a lot of credit for making that play. I'm just starting to wonder, partner, is 2nd and short also a throwing down in the NFL now?
From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
69 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Ready, go, boy.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
On 3rd down, Gordon. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Jones dances by him, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. Well, when you've got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give him a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a third miss and another scoreless possession.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Operating from the gun, Gordon.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
That's it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will make the lead now 26.
So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Tight end's right.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Gordon. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Gordon. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of...
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever, because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now Jones. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
82 yards on the ground for him so far.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple of years. 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It's caught here by Adams.
And he's going to have the Packers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's Eckler again. Evades him at the 10. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 14. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Stays, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Austin Eckler
taking it in for 14 yards out.
And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A gain of 2, just like we saw on first and second down as well. Deuce is wild. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. He's got room to run past the 20, as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Dayo Odeyingbo in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Eckler. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to kick it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. The Bengals on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers offense set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Crawford. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Going on the ground with Eckler.
149 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking deep for Adams. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and very short. Jones to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
That catch good for only a couple. Second down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And this opening game has certainly not gone their way at this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The Bengals set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Bengals, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.